Welcome back, everyone, and especially a big welcome back to my Glock 19s. Now, I recently took a trip out to the Glock factory in Smyrna, Georgia. And it was there where I needed to get some work done. I heard that they do work for your guns if you need it, and I figure why not? I'm pretty close by. I'll take a trip down there. And what they did amazed me. So what I needed done was help with my trigger because it kept on grating against the side of the gun, and help with my iron sights because the front sight post was a bit wobbly. And so what they did was they took my gun in, told me, go out in town, get lunch, come back in an hour, we'll have your gun ready for you. And that's exactly what I did. Came back, and my God, these people, freaking incredible people at Glock. They fixed my front sight post. They essentially gave me a brand new trigger. They replaced literally all the parts of my trigger. They gave me a brand new firing pin since mine was wearing down, and they gave it a state-of-the-art cleaning. I am proud to be Glock owner. I'm not sponsored, not sponsored at all, but I love this gun and I love Glock. But yeah, enough about that. I'm here to talk about everyday carry. As we saw with recent events like at that mall in Indiana, I feel that it is more important than ever to be able to exercise your rights as an American citizen to carry. And this means that many people will have different setups for what they want to carry, based on their state laws, based on who they are as a person, and how accurate of a shooter, how fast of a shooter they are. Everyone's gonna have different setups. But I thought I would just take you through my setup and show you all what I'm working with. Maybe I could give you all some ideas on how to get started with everyday carry. And I don't, now this is a disclaimer, I don't want y'all to just straight up copy my setup, because that's not what I'm making this video for. I'm making this video just to give y'all some insight on what ideas you might want to implement. But doesn't mean you have to straight up copy my setup. I want you to tailor your setup for your personal needs. My personal needs might not be the same as yours. You might be looking to go out and stretch the distance on your gun a little bit. I might not be. I might try to carry something else for different reasons than you are. I want you to tailor your everyday carry setup to your everyday needs. So without further ado, I figure let's hop on into it. Like I said, my Glock 19 is now 100% complete. I don't ever see myself needing to make any more upgrades to this gun, unless I decide to upgrade the slide or the barrel for some reason. But I don't really see myself having to do that in the future. So yeah, like I said, this is Glock 19 Gen 5. Holds 15 rounds of 9mm Luger. I have Trijicon suppressor height sights that have tritium in it. So in case my red dot ever goes down, I have a good set of iron sights that I can see through, and plus they glow in the dark because of the tritium. Now I'm going to bring it over to my red dot. My red dot is a Vortex Venom with a 3 MOA dot. Now, I didn't really spring for the most expensive red dot there is. There are definitely a lot better red dots out there, like Trijicon, Loophole, those kind of brands, or even Hollow Sun if you wish. But this red dot sight just does the trick for me. I have plenty of extra batteries for the sight, in case the red dot ever does go down for some reason. I have no problem snapping onto this dot and finding my target. It just does the job for me. And I recently purchased the Streamlight TLR 7A. Now this light is very strong. Now it's definitely, I didn't flag you there. It's definitely not as strong as my my Surefires and not as long lasting, but it's still a great light. I would definitely recommend this light. I only had one instance where the battery drained, and that was due to the fact that I left the gun in my backpack and I didn't really seat my gun into my holster right, and the light turned on and it stayed on for, I would say, maybe 6 to 7 hours, and the battery was drained. Yeah, that can be a big problem. But good news is I have batteries handy, so I can just straight up replace the batteries whenever I need. And yeah, this is my everyday carry gun. Now, like I said, I don't want anyone to just straight up copy my setup. If this works for you, if this works for your personal needs, I say go for it. But if it doesn't, I would suggest finding other alternatives. There are definitely other brands that are great. Sig Sauer is a good brand. I would say Springfield, the Springfield Hellcat is a pretty good gun, everyday carry gun. The Sig P365 is a good carry gun. But I think that when it comes to finding a gun that you want to carry, you should personally go out to a range, find those, get access to those guns, and try them out. See what you're most accurate with, see what you're fastest with, see what you can reliably draw from your holster, and then get a good sight on your target. I think that that's a very big factor in determining what your carry gun should be. I want to go back to lights for a second. I personally think all guns should have a light with them, because you want to be able to positively identify what you want to shoot, what you're going to shoot at. And a lot of bad things happen at night. So, always good to have a light on your gun or on the side of your gun. If you have a good handheld light, I would say go for it. If you can fit that in your pockets, if you can fit that on your side, something like that. But I just say have a light on you in general for everyday carry. This does the trick for me, but I mean, like I said, different people have different needs. So, not just going to talk about my gun, we're also going to talk about my holster. My holster is a We the People Holsters Glock holster. I have no affiliation with We the People Holsters. I think they're a good company for everyday carry if you're just getting started into everyday carry items and everyday carry guns. The holster has held up very well for me. I've done a lot of dry fire practice with this holster. I've done a lot of range practice with this holster. I think it holds up well, and it seats the gun very well. My only problem is it doesn't. Well, I mean, it kind of shakes the gun out a little bit if you turn it upside down. I don't really see myself in a situation in where I'm gonna be upside down or something like that, and the gun's just gonna fall out. But if that is an issue for you as a person, I would say try to invest in a different holster. There are plenty other holster brands out there, like T-Rex Arms holsters. They've made some pretty big innovations in regards to everyday carry holsters and stuff like that. But yeah, that's really my only issue with the We the People holster. Now we're gonna move away from guns and we're gonna go with knives. This is just a knife I use for just daily basis activities. It is an M-Tech knife. I bought it online. I just sharpened it, so it's nice and sharp. It's got a "Don't Tread on Me" snake engraving on the blade, and just American flag handle. I use this knife on a daily basis just for cutting boxes at work, and just just everyday use. I mean, I don't know if there's too many restrictions on being able to carry a knife. I haven't really looked into it too much, but whatever. The blade's around 3.5 inches long. Gets the job done for me. That's all I really gotta say about the knife. My watch is a G-Shock black watch. This watch does the job for me. I mean, I banged up this watch. I've had this watch for about maybe 4 years now, stretching on 5, and it's done the job for me. It's been banged up and sweated on a lot. Just absolutely does a great job. And I only got this watch after I lost my Apple Watch in the ocean. Big wave just straight up ripped the watch off my wrist. Yeah, that sucks. But I am very proud to be an owner of a G-Shock watch. And last but not least, I have earbuds. I think these are the Beats Fits Pro. I usually just carry earbuds on a daily basis, just because if I'm at work and I'm doing some meal labor with no boss around, I like to listen to music. But yeah, these earbuds are fantastic, and they also have fantastic battery life as well. I have left these uncharged for about 3 days now, and they're about at like 60% right now. And I've used these for about, like, I would say 2 hours a day these last 3 days, and they're at only 60%, or so the case is at 60%. So great earbuds, wholeheartedly recommend them. That is about it for my everyday carry setup. Like I said earlier, I think it is now more than ever very important to be able to exercise your Second Amendment rights in a everyday carry capacity. I personally think that you should find a weapon, find tools for your everyday needs to make sure those needs get met every day. I would say if you don't have range ammo, dry fire practice. Dry fire practice is a fantastic way to nail down the fundamentals. I do at least 20 to 30 minutes of dry firing every day. I can't make it to the range every day. It costs a lot of money. Ammo costs a lot of money, if you didn't know that. But I like to spend as much time dry firing practice as I can. I'll just do draws from waistband, and then try and find my dot, and then pull the trigger in a safe and in controlled environment where I'm not pointing the gun at anyone, just pointing the gun at like an empty wall, something like that. But yeah, these are my everyday carry items. So that is about all I have for today. Thank you all very much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and hey, watch out for those wrist rockets.